What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going over part 2 and everything you need to know on how to trade market structure. Today we're going to be going over on how to drop to lower time frames, as well as look for reversal patterns and candlestick patterns that coincide with what we've already seen on the hour time frame, as well as starting to look for our entries. Since we have an understanding that market structure is changing, this is the perfect time to start looking for where we need to place our trades. So let's go ahead and jump right into that. So as we can see, Euro USD is in a downtrend. We're producing lower lows, lower highs. Price comes back down to test that same lower low. We get a new lower high and then a new lower low. So we know if we want to stay in a downtrend, we need price to create a lower high and push past the previous lower low to continue this downtrend, but that doesn't happen and we get our break of structure. So at this point, we know that we are in buyer's territory and it's time to drop to a lower time frame to see if we can get any more information telling us that it is time to start placing our entries for buys. So let's go ahead and drop down to the 5-minute time frame. And let's go ahead and just look at the market and see if there's any other reason why or where we should place our entries for buys. So the first thing that I notice is right where market structure broke on this lower high right here, we have a double bottom. So let me just draw that on there for you guys. We have this double bottom right here, and we have price retesting the neckline of that double bottom. So that adds confluence to what we were already looking for based on what we saw on the hour time frame. But this pattern is also right where market structure broke. So for me, I would probably stay away from this and I would just be patient and see if anything else shows up relative in this area. So let's just go ahead and look into the future and see what happens. So we can see right here, we have another double bottom. So this is another great place to place an entry. We also see that right after that one, we get another double bottom with another neckline retest. So at this point, we have 3 double bottoms with all neckline retests showing us that we are definitely in buyer's territory and price has no indication that it's going to go back down. So let's say you missed all 3 of these right before price rockets up. We also have a inverted head and shoulders. So we have the shoulder here, the head, and then the right shoulder here with also a neckline retest. And if you don't know what any of these patterns are, don't worry. I have plenty of videos on my channel where you can go and check them out. Right now, we're just focusing on where can we place our entries after we notice market structure breaking on a higher time frame. So at this point, we have 4 entry opportunities to place our buy. Very, very simple. Find market structure breaking on a higher time frame. I usually do the hour, and then once that happens, I go down to the 5-minute and I start looking for candlestick patterns that add confluence to what I'm already guessing is going to happen, which is buys because market structure broke. So very, very simple. If you guys have any questions over this, let me know. But let's go ahead and look at another example. So as you can see, USD CAD is in an uptrend. We're producing a higher low, higher high, higher low. And then we know that if price needs to continue to go higher, that we need price to push past this previous higher high. But that doesn't happen and we break structure. So now once again, we know that it's time to drop to a lower time frame and see if there's anything else adding to the confluence that we've already seen on the 1 hour to tell us that it's time to start placing our sells. So let's go ahead and jump down to the 5-minute time frame. And let's just go ahead and see if there are any patterns that coincide with what we've seen on the hour. So off the bat, the first thing that I see is this double bottom right here, but we are looking for sells. So we don't need to pay attention to this pattern right here. What we're looking for are things that indicate what we already saw on the hour. We want everything to line up and coincide with each other. So the next thing that I see is a head and shoulders pattern right here. What does that tell me? That tells me that the market is ready to sell off. So we have the neckline retest right here. So all across the board, you could have taken an entry here or here or here. And once again, if you don't understand these patterns, go ahead and check out a few videos on my channel so you can get a better understanding of where to place your entries with those, which is usually at the neckline retest, which we get right here. And let's say you missed that, you simply just keep going into the future or as price plays out when you're trading live, and you just keep waiting to see if there's any reason that coincides with what you've already seen. So right here we get another head and shoulders right here. Whoops, here's my drawing tool. There you go, shoulder, head, shoulder. So there you go. and then you have a couple touches right here off this neckline. So if you missed the first one, you have a second opportunity to get in, or maybe you just want to trade it support and resistance wise like that. You have multiple reasons and entry opportunities to get into this trade based off of market structure. It's very, very simple. Don't overcomplicate it, guys. So with that being said, hopefully these two examples kind of help you drop down to the lower time frames and look for extra confirmations that coincide with what you've already seen on higher time frames, so you can start placing your entries. In the next video, we're going to go over when's the best time to trade, what pairs you should trade, and we're also going to talk about where to place your stop losses, as well as how to manage your trade and what your risk to reward ratio should be. So if anything in this video helped you out, or you're confused over anything at all, please drop a comment below and I will be more than happy to help you out. With that being said, I will catch you guys in part 3 of this series. With that being said, peace out.